Opening with the king's pawn controls the center and opens up the light-squared bishop and queen, often leading to sharp games. The Pirc defense begins with d6, controlling the e5 square and preparing for knight f6. You missed a better way to prepare a bishop for development. Moving from its starting spot, the knight gets involved in the game. It's good to get your knight off of its starting square and into the action. This prepares the bishop for development. Not the best move, but not bad either. This ignores an opportunity to develop a bishop off its starting square. It's important to get your pieces off their starting squares and into the action. This develops the bishop and gives it scope on the long diagonal. Castling kingside helps to complete your development. This activates a bishop by developing it off of its starting square. Well done, an excellent move. Both kings are castled and ready for the middle game. You activate your knight by moving it from the starting square. The knight moves from its initial position, joining the action. This move doesn't hurt you much, but it doesn't help either. This attacks white's pawn chain. You trade off equal material. Recaptures. You overlooked a better way to defend a pawn that was under attack. This ignores an opportunity to force a weak, isolated pawn. You allowed the opponent to eventually win a pawn. Capturing that pawn wins material. Your rooks are connected, which helps them work together. This protects the attacked pawn. This is a fine move. The rook develops or moves for the first time. Very good choice. The pawn is now adequately defended. You kicked your opponent's piece from that square. This move puts the knight on a safer square. You gained control of more squares with this excellent knight move. This takes an outpost, a square where the knight cannot be kicked out by a pawn. You came out even with that trade. This maintains the balance in material with a good trade. That's an even trade. After all captures, this is an equal trade. You had a better option, but this is not bad. This allows the knight to control more squares. You permitted the opponent to eventually win material. This ignores an opportunity to eventually win material. You ignored an opportunity to kick a knight. Takes back. You overlooked an opportunity to kick a knight. This is not the right idea. You allowed the opponent to sacrifice a knight for a nice tactic. The knight was sacrificed, a brilliant move. This move wins a knight. This ignores an opportunity to threaten checkmate. You are threatening to win material through a tactic? Advancing the pawns in front of the king can compromise the king's safety. That was a fair trade. This threatens to win material by trapping a piece. You are threatening to win material by pinning a piece. This permits the opponent to win a tempo by threatening a rook. You win time by threatening a rook. This moves the rook to safety. Your passed pawn is on its way to promotion. Very precise. You are threatening to tactically win a knight. That's not a mistake, but it's not the best move either. You missed an opportunity to develop a rook off its starting square. You permitted the opponent to sacrifice a rook for a nice tactic. There was only one good move there, and Black did not spend enough time trying to find it. Nice, you found a way to win a knight. This mobilizes the knight, allowing it to control more of the board. Yes, this is the way. A solid choice. Well done, an excellent move. This is the strongest option. You trade off equal material. Recaptures. You offered your opponent an opportunity to exchange pieces of equal value. This move puts the rook on a safer square. Your passed pawn can soon become dangerous for black. This blocks white's pawn. You further develop your pieces by moving the rook. This permits the opponent to win material through an eventual pin. You ignored an opportunity to win material through a tactic. This moves the rook to safety. You overlooked an opportunity to offer an equal trade of pieces. This overlooks an opportunity to offer an equal trade of pieces. You missed an opportunity to offer an equal trade of pieces. This misses an opportunity to offer an equal trade of pieces. You ignored an opportunity to offer an equal trade of pieces. This permits the opponent to win a rook through a fork. Nice work finding that tactic in time trouble. This wins you a rook. That's fine. You captured a vulnerable rook. This is the start of the endgame, and you are winning. Recaptures. Nice defensive move protecting your pawn. This activates a rook by getting it to the 7th rank, and this rook move helps to push the pawn while staying active. A very strong play. With that move, you offer to trade pieces. Right on target. You step your king away from the checking rook. One of the best moves. This is a fine move. Very precise. You apply pressure to your opponent's pawn chain. A solid choice. You escape the check from the rook. This moves the rook to safety. Nice, definitely the right move. Takes back. Good job, that's what I would have played too. This is the strongest option. You step your king away from the checking rook. This move puts the rook on a safer square. Very good choice. A very strong play. This brings defense to your attacked pawn. This puts the rook behind the other player's passed pawn. Yes, this is the way. This moves the bishop to safety. Your doubled rooks work great together. One of the best moves. You step your king away from the checking bishop. This moves the bishop to a more active square, making it gain scope. That pawn was yours for the taking. A solid choice. You escape the check from the rook. This move puts the rook on a safer square. You step your king away from the checking rook. Placing a rook behind an opposing passed pawn can inhibit the pawn's ability to promote. Well done, an excellent move. A very strong play. You escape the check from the rook. This loses a pawn. You captured a free pawn. This steps away from the checking rook. You are losing material this way. You ignored an opportunity to tactically win a bishop. This stops the opponent from being able to force eventual checkmate. Your opponent has to watch that passed pawn. Right on target. You step your king away from the checking rook. This ignores an opportunity to use a rook to counter a passed pawn. Your passed pawn is one step closer to promotion. This loses a bishop, but the position was losing no matter what. You ignored a better way to tactically win a bishop. This move puts the bishop on a safer square. Impressive find with the clock ticking down. This nets you a bishop.